Hi, ladies. I've got a wonderful lady here today doing a live interview with us. Her name is Safiyah, and she is tuning in from London. She's the owner of Organic Beauty and Health, right, Safiyah?
Organic Beauty.
And she's just about to launch her fitness and nutrition business. Welcome to the live interview, Safiyah.
Thank you.
Why don't you go ahead and interview and introduce yourself? What are you currently doing right now?
Yeah, so my name is Safiyah, and I am a mum of two. One of my children has special needs, and currently have a skincare business called Organic Beauty, which basically our main selling point is argan oil, and I sell natural organic other products which are infused with argan oil as well. And I'm currently in the process of launching my fitness and nutrition coaching business, inshallah.
Exciting.
So I've just been very busy trying to get it all done.
Oh, wonderful. I've worked with Safiyah for the last, I think, was it the 60-day program you registered onto?
I think so, yeah. And then I did another month after that.
Yeah. So why don't you share with us what made you approach myself for help? What was happening at that stage in your life? I mean, we don't need to go into too much detail. Just briefly, what was happening?
I think probably at that stage of my life, I was just very. It was more emotion. It was. I came to you more for emotional help, to be honest. Initially, anyway. It was because I was going through a lot of emotional problems and just didn't know how to balance and deal with my emotions, which was obviously affecting my relationships, obviously with my family and with people in general, and with myself most importantly. It was me that was always, feeling really, really down and feeling all sorts of other horrible feelings that I couldn't get rid of, and that's what basically made me approach you at the time, and I don't ever regret it.
It's been lovely working with you. It really has, Safiyah, and it's been phenomenal seeing your growth and your transformation. So what was it about myself? What was it? Why did you choose to work with me? Because I believe you were following numerous other transformational coaches. So what was it? Why did you choose to work with myself?
I do follow a lot of transformational coaches, but I don't think many of them had the service that you were offering. For example, hypnotherapy. It was something that I was looking into for a very long time, but just kind of didn't have the guts to go for it. And when I obviously approached you for it, I just felt very comfortable. Although having tried hypnotherapy with someone else, I don't know, I have this thing about vibes. And I just felt very comfortable when talking to you initially, when we had our assessment call. I just felt you were very genuine and you actually cared about what you were doing, and I felt like you really did want to help me, and I just felt that that I would feel comfortable with you.
Oh, that's so lovely to hear. Because you'd registered initially. Okay, so we had the assessment call, and then you'd said, let me think about it and get back to you. And then you got back to me, I think a few months later, right?
Yeah, it was quite a couple of months later. Yeah.
And you know what I do remember, which was actually quite sweet, because, came back a few months later, you'd saved up for it. And then you had the 30-day session, and that was it. And I remember the following day after the 30-day session, you'd message me saying, I've just spoken to my husband and he's noticed, some changes. And then he encouraged you to register for another 30 days, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what happened after the first 30 days? What results did you get?
I think the main results that I got, which made me feel like, I've actually made a very big difference within myself. Like I literally feel transformed from the inside, which I never thought I would be able to feel. All those, like feelings of anger and anxiety and like, having those whatever issues that I had, like not being healed, was stopping me from doing so much, even like in the work that I do, always holding me back. And after finishing that first time with you, I thought, I'm not done. It's not. I started noticing an amazing difference, and I felt like I was just like I just got started, and I felt like I needed more for me to get where I needed to get to. And even now, obviously, even though like we finished, I feel like I'm in such a different place than where I was before I started with you.
So where are you now, Safiyah? Because it's, we've completed the 60 days. Where are you now?
I would say, alhamdulillah, I would say like I feel like I am 80% better than I was before. Wonderful. Which is huge.
And that's emotionally we're referring to here, right?
Yes, emotionally, because I was an absolute mess. I really was an absolute mess, and I just did not know how to deal with my emotions, and I'd have constant outbursts, and it just was affecting a lot of things in my life, and I just didn't know how to deal with it. And after our sessions, especially that first hypnotherapy session, I feel like that first hypnotherapy session, I will never forget it for my whole life. I feel like it was really, really intense, really kind of, it hit me so much because I did not think that I had that many, I didn't think that I had I didn't think those things actually bothered me in my daily life, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. One thing I do with my clients, I must admit, Safiyah, I'm not hesitant and I'm not shy to take them deep. And if I can sense that there is something on a really deeper level than they think, I will try to take them there just to resolve it once and for all, so they can move on.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like if I didn't do that, I would have been still holding on to so much negative emotion and being in constant procrastination mode. I didn't even know, procrastination perfects, like, I know I'm a bit of a perfectionist with things. And I didn't actually know that it was actually a negative thing until I started working with you, obviously. And on Instagram, obviously, a lot of people posting about it and stuff. But yeah, you honestly, have helped me tremendously emotionally. And to the point, obviously, you even mentioned, my husband literally even noticed, and he was like, my God, I will literally pay for you, just do it again.
I must admit, Safiyah, when you re-registered and I got the investment through and it was from your husband, I actually got goosebumps. I had tears, and because it's like, this is something to me as a therapist, shows that if your husband's noticed a result and he's really encouraging you, because not a lot of men don't, and that's what happens with a lot of my clients. They want to invest, but they're kind of stuck because they don't have that support. And it was really, really heartwarming when I did hear that this is what you and your husband were planning, and it was really, really heartwarming for me, I must admit. Even talking about it now, I'm getting goosebumps.
It was because I've had, if you can imagine, obviously in our marriage, it's been 12 years now. Wow. So it's been an entire, I started working with you, when was it? Before 2021. So we could say, an entire 11 years of me just being very in my own horrible zone. and before it was even worse and worse and worse. And obviously, as the years went on, I, tried. I've seen other therapists. It just nothing really worked. It
Because
probably
you had
was like
tried CBT as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did CBT for quite a while, but it just was not as I didn't, because I think with the hypnotherapy, it just takes you to a completely different level.
Yeah.
Like it really does help you heal. Especially with the whole little girl inside. I never in a million years would have thought that is what what every person's emotions are inside, is having that little girl. I didn't know that she even existed.
Yeah. And she speaks volumes if we don't listen to her.
I didn't know that, and I feel like I spent so much time and effort and money on other things thinking that they were going to try and help. Little did I know that this was the way to go. And that's why it took me months to get back to you, because I was in that mode of kind of, I don't know if it's going to work. I've tried other things, they haven't really worked. I wasn't sure. And then let me go for it, let me save up for it, let me go for it and see how it goes. And I honestly will never, it was the best decision of my life.
That's so wonderful to hear. So why don't you tell us the results that you've got in your business?
So alhamdulillah, with my business, it's still ongoing. I feel like that whole perfectionism thing is very difficult to let go of.
We just need to take messy actions now and let go of perfectionism.
I think I am much better than I was before, though. Before I was kind of very, and obviously, as you know, I was very hesitant and always avoidant for a lot of things when it comes to business, whether it was pricing, whether it was customers, wherever it was. I was very kind of what's the word? Just whenever I felt.
Oops. Safiyah?
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
What was I saying? Sorry, so in my business, now, alhamdulillah, like with some of the help that you've given me for it, I'm really excited because I don't want to share too much.
Yes, sure.
But I am obviously launching a few things from what you've advised me, and obviously the reasonings behind it, and I'm actually really excited to be sharing, inshallah, what I've got in store for everyone soon to come. You've helped me kind of look at business from a different perspective.
Yes. We won't go into too much details, but there were certain things that we worked upon, and so there were things that we did look at your business, and I think since we worked together, you are feeling ready to launch. You're feeling ready to step into your own worth, and you're ready to kind of be visible and share your gift. So now, who would you recommend the program to? Who would you recommend the program that you took, the 60-day program? Who would you recommend that to? Or was it the 90-day program? Because you re-registered. So who would you recommend the 90-day program to?
I think, to be honest, I would recommend it to anyone who is suffering emotionally, who has a lot of unresolved problems, especially if you're a professional and a mother, especially, and you're overwhelmed with a lot of things in life, and you feel lost and you don't know where to start or what to do or how to manage yourself and have all these thoughts. I feel like if you're that person who is feeling stuck mentally, then this program is definitely 100% for you to help resolve your issues and heal from the inside.
Oh, wonderful. Any last messages before we end this wonderful interview?
I mean, the last message that I would like to say, and I've said it like 100, well, not 100 times, but I've said it many times, is just literally just a huge thank you. Like, a big fat thank you, because I feel like if I didn't invest in myself to do this, I would not be where I am right now. I would literally still be the every month nervous breakdown Safiyah that would just literally not be able to get out of bed for the whole week.
Safiyah, thank you for investing in yourself. Thank you for making that decision and taking that step.
Thank you, and thank you for everything. Honestly, just all of it.
It's been an honour working with you. I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it, and I just can't wait to see your next growth, especially in your business, because I'm following you on Instagram. And so I'll be keeping my eyes peeled. I'll be definitely following you and seeing how you're progressing and what you're up to. So we're definitely going to be keeping in touch. Thank you so much for sharing your feedback. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And thank you for, taking the step in investing in yourself. Which is now allowing you to step into your inner gift and sharing your gifts with the world. So thank you very much, Safiyah, for this. Take care. Thank you once again for this lovely interview. Take care. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Walaikum salam.